Hey, welcome in, guys. Hey, Cosmic, what's going on? Let's get hey, Merry Christmas to you, Cosmic. Hope it was a good one. Steady Habit, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. So we're going to be doing some what I would call dead media. I do have my Laserdisc again for tonight. If someone wants me to run some, I will. I'll probably save that to the end because I've done a couple Laserdisc shows in the last week. So I'm going to start out with running some of the VHS stuff I got. Let's see here. There we go. And I will look at every tape, make sure there's nothing up with it. That way I'm not selling you something defective or something you can't play if you're looking to play it. Here, let's start right off with VHS. I'll try to get this closer if I can. These are going to be small. There we go. Not bad, not bad. That'll be decent. All right, so there's Return of the Jedi VHS. Trying to get this to be straight, but it's not letting it be straight here tonight. There we go. All right. All right, there you go. Return of the Jedi. This is the special edition. As per my usual, once the first item goes, I'll drop it down to 15 seconds. Yes, scanners is tested. The whatever's in the bin has been tested. I got a different version of Return of the Jedi. This is the slipcase version. You're welcome, Jones. Make a little pile over there. What year is this? 2001. Huh. I'll drop these down to 15 seconds. The first couple there. The 2001 Colorado Avalanche VHS. Well, let me get something to put under there. It's just uneven. Um, how about I'll put this little Nemo clamshell there. There we go. That's better, I guess, right? Hey, Lunacy. All right, Colorado Avalanche Stanley Cup champion 2001 VHS. I'll drop these down to 15-second auctions. I got a large grouping of X Files that I'll go through. Let me see if these are numbered in any way. That I could tell. So, yes, I do have Laserdiscs. I'll be running those in a little bit. I'm going to try and get through these VHS tapes here really quick. But I haven't ran these before. There's some X Files. This is Colony and Endgame. It does have a little paper loss there on the side, but the tape is in good condition. I do have some Laserdiscs in the bin. I don't know where they go when after a show. I thought they just stayed in there, but um, I don't know. This is X Files, Little Green Men, and the Host. Irresistible and Die Hand, Die Verletz. Another X Files. Wish these were numbered. Ascension and One Breath. Piper Maru and Apocryphia. Apocryphia. Apocrypha. That word at the top. This one says Season 4, Volume 19, Herrenvolk and Home. Sleepless and Dwayne Barry. Wet Wired and Talitha Kumi. I think this is the last. Well, I got two more. Pusher and Joe Chung's From Outer Space. These are from 1994 season. I don't know if this. I guess this is season 1. If anyone's interested in the entirety of the X-Files tapes, just let me know. I'll make a deal. Last one is Unruh and Paper Hearts from season 4. Let's see what goes in this. I think I have the wrong tapes in this box set. Of course I do. Tuscanda and Therma goes in there. Unruh and Paper Hearts not going in there. And Herrock and Home. Where's Herrock and Home? That is? Yeah, Herrock and Home. What's that box set right there? Oh, I'm not sure. Humbug and Anasazi. Hey, Cousin Jedi. Christmas was good. Thank you. Hope yours was good as well. Yeah, not doing any qualified tonight. I felt like I should do something. And this one is The Blessing Way and Paperclip. All right. I already ran through those, really. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 X-Files VHS tapes. If anyone wants the lot, let me know. I'll make a deal on those. Um, If you guys want me to go back into the Laserdiscs, I will. Just let me know in the chat, and I'll pull them out. And I can run through what I've got. Let's do the LDs. All right, John. Move that out of the way. Do you want me to go through the priced ones or just run the dollar ones? I've only really got one more box of dollar ones, dollar starts, and then I can show off what I've got left for the priced ones. Like I said, Whatnot has been kicking my butt as far as listings go and not being able to find them again. So so much candy around here. Let's make a run through the dollar laser discs. So let's switch over to laser discs. Dollar start laser discs. There we go. All right. First up is Pretty Woman on Laserdisc. Move that here. There we go. Gonna be looking a little crooked. I apologize for that. So, Pretty Woman on Laserdisc, 15 seconds. Tom Selleck, Quigley Down Under. Witches of Eastwick. I'm going to turn the TV off. I can see the glare from the TV. That's why Oba is coming. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Mel Gibson, Hamlet. Jodie Foster, Little Man Tate. Thanks again, Lunacy. Lunacy is my mod. Lunacy will let me know if, hopefully, if anything is said that I need to know. He's good like that. Tom Hanks spelled Bruce Willis and Melanie Griffith, The Bonfire of the Vanities. I'm gonna take these down to 10 seconds. Let's start doing 10 seconds. There we go. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, yeah, he is very quiet. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Yeah, there is quite a few that's not in the bin, and I'm gonna I'll go through a few of these dollar ones, and I'll pull out the ones that aren't in the bin. Sean Connery's. Wait, oh Jeff, you took that one, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Hunt for Red October. Alec Baldwin. Scottish Russian Sean Connery. All right. When we get another handful of the dollars, then I'll start going through some of the non-bin stuff, or some of the bin stuff. I'll set these up here. That way you'll start right with it up here, and I can pull it down. Idol Maker. This is just kicking my butt here. Glory. This is the letterbox edition. Goodfellas. Jack Nicholson's The Two Jakes. Sean Connery, The Man Who Would Be King. Also with Michael Caine in it. Should not be hungry. But just eat. Eight Men Out with Charlie Sheen. Timothy Hutton, Kelly McGillis, and Made in Heaven. And Harrison Ford, Regarding Henry. And then let's go through some of the stuff not in the bin. I have two half boxes of VHS. I just ran through a couple Star Wars, a Stanley Cup VHS, and some X Files VHS. I had X Files. I don't know if you consider that horror or not. More sci-fi, I guess. All right, let me grab that one box. All right. See if this one's in here. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'll go right through. Some might be in the bin, so um, I'll go through these real quick and set them to the side. Um, this is Return of Mei Jin. Uh, Daimajin Ikaru. Return of Mei Jin. I have this set up at $60 Japanese Laserdisc. That's in the bin for 60. And if you want to see any further than have me take them out, just let me know. Copy of Ben. Ben, I have for $30. Oh, where's my list? All right, let's see here. Up next is United Artists Go to War box set. I had $15 on that box set. I have the Japanese Japanese Gamera, the Guardian of the Universe with Obi, and I've got this in the bin for $45. I have a copy of Mate One, and I've got this for $5. Where is it? Yeah, I got $5 on this one. Cyndi Lauper, Live in Paris. This is a sealed Laserdisc. I've got $30 on that. Ben is in the. Oh, Eminem wants to see Ben. Sure. Ben is in the buy it now. I can show. I can go through that further with you. Double M. Here's your front. Still got shrink wrap on it, but it is open. This is what is this? This is the. What does it say? I don't remember. I believe this is. I want to say it's the pan and scan version, or like just a regular old version. Extended play, full length. Um, I could throw it in if I have to. Um, Double M. But I'm pretty sure this is just a regular, not letterbox, not widescreen or anything. Take that right out. Here's the disc of it. Side one or side two. Side one. Very much so. I try to keep all my stuff nice. Your spine is very clean. Let's see if I can get to where you can see the spine here. Move it around here. Little spot there, very small. I'll flip it around so I can see the other side. Oh, the spine number is Jesus H. Jones. 15052. Yep, that is correct. So I can put that to the side. It's in the buy it now. You don't want my couch, lunacy. In fact, I'm getting a new couch in the new year. Then you can have my couch. When I get a new couch, you can have my old couch. All right. So, double M. Ben is on the side there. If it's in the bin, I do have offers on, uh, but feel free. That is in there. Cyndi Lauper in Paris. Is a sealed LD. I have for $30. Um, I had seen a couple sell that weren't sealed, but none that were. So, and again, that should be in the bin. Is that in the bin or no? Because I could put that in the bin, or I can just run it. Yeah, that's not in the bin. Yeah. So that's 30. I have Logan's Run. Let's see where I have Logan's Run here. That's not it. There's Logan Run in the bin. I have this in the bin. No, I don't. See if I can find it. Yeah. Must be on here somewhere. Eric notes. Nope, not there. There is. I'll have to look that one up. I gotta find my handy dandy notebook here. All right. I'll put that to the side. I'll have to look that one up here in a second. I've got Highlander 2. I've got that for $5 if anyone's interested in Highlander 2. The Hidden, that should be in the bin. Let's see what I've got this one for. I'll have to look that one back again. I've got Gremlins 1 and 2. For Gremlins, I had it $20 each or $30 for the set. So $20 each or $30 for the set as a start. Uh, I've got Labyrinth, $25. Was that in the? I don't think that's in the bin. Trying to remember everything I have in the bin. I just don't. Iron Eagle, I have 15 on. Short circuit, I have 15 on. Blazing Saddles, I have, where is it? Oh, I have $5 on Blazing Saddles. I have Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. I have 10 on each or 15 or not 10 on each. Wait. Yeah, 10 on each or $15 for the set. That was right. I had that right. Then I have parts 1 of The Godfather, part 2, and part 3 of The Godfather. I've got $15 on that set. If anyone's interested in 1, 2, and 3 of The Godfather, $5 a piece or $15 for the set. I've got a copy of Pump Up the Volume. I've got $10 on Pump Up the Volume. I've got $5 on The Doors. Let me move these to the side. Or back in the bin, as it were. I'll look those ones up again. If you guys see anything, just let me know. I can go through it with you. I've got Karate Kid 2 and Karate Kid 3. I've got Karate Kid 2 for $10 and 3 for $45 or $50 for the set. If you wanted both of them, $50 for both. The Addams Family. I've got $5 on the Addams Family. $5 on City Slickers. Darkman is in the bin. And I got $5 on Darkman. Woodstock. Oh, what have I got in Woodstock? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's in here as well. No. I think I had 15 on Woodstock. I think that's what I had on that one. I have Excalibur for $5. I got the Blues Brothers. That's in the bin. I got $5 on the Blues Brothers. Something Wicked This Way Comes. Before I had this one already done. Something Wicked is I can look at that one up again. I don't have that one listed or on my sheet, so it must have disappeared through the magic of whatnot. Um, uh, Ralph Macchio, Crossroads. Crossroads, I had $20 on. The Three Amigos, I have $20 on. Yes, he did used to do great work in Marvel. Uh, it is the namesake of Ralph Macchio, not this Ralph Macchio, obviously. But I have a copy of The Ruddles. This is a Beatles movie. Kind of a spoof on the Beatles with some of the guys from Monty Python. And I have $10 on The Ruddles. The Muse concert with Bruce Springsteen. I've got $35 on this. All prices are best offer. So if you want to make an offer on something or see something and make a best offer on it, let me know. The Omen. I've got $15 on The Omen. Ali Sheedy, Made to Order. I've got $20 on that one. The Day After. This is an ABC documentary about nuclear holocaust. I've got that set at $20. Soylent Green, I've got for 15. I've got Westworld, the deluxe letterbox version, for 20. Don't ruin it. Spoilers, lunacy, spoilers. Teresa Russell in Whore. And Whore is $10. That's a cheap whore. Then I've got some Star Trek stuff that I can show. And then from the next bin, this one I have in this bin. This is the Borg Collective, which is a 2-disc which includes Q Who, I Borg, Breath of Both Worlds, Part 1 and 2. There's 4 episodes. And what have I got this one? I got this for 15, I think, right? $15. Yeah, I got this for 15. So I'll run a few more to the dollar stuff. If there's anything from there that anyone wants to see again, let me know. I don't know, honestly. Let me grab a couple of the dollars starts. All right. Now I'm going to see. All right. Burt Lancaster and Katharine Hepburn, The Rainmaker. Barbra Streisand and Nick Nolte, Prince of Tides. Flashdance. I have Bugsy. Thank you, Rikers. Columbia Pictures Classics, All the King's Men. Deluxe letterbox of Thelma and Louise. The Andromeda Strain letterbox. Elmer Gantry. Sorry about the glare. Let me try and pull this up a little bit and see if I can get some of that glare. There we go. a little better, I think. Not the Richard Gere and King David. Matthew Broderick, Rutger Hauer, and Michelle Pfeiffer, Lady Hawk. Double disc JFK. Clara's Heart. And the last bit of dollar one. Jack Lemmon, Michael Douglas, China Syndrome. What? Start. Thank you, Rikers. Letterbox version of Mel Gibson, Bird on a Wire. They kind of look like the Bee Gees. Or he looked like, what was his name? Gills, right? Barry Gibbs. Gibbs, not Gills. Gibbs. Silverado. Steel Magnolias. Frank Sinatra, Guys and Dolls. The Grifters. There we go. John Goodman, Barton Fink. Thank you, Jeff. Bull Durham. And the last dollar start I have is Born on the 4th of July, Tom Cruise. This is the letterboxed edition. Yeah, I can go through the VHS. I've only gone a few. I can tell you which ones I've gone. Let me look at the ones here that I had to the side real quick for the Laserdisc that I put to the side. So I had for Something Wicked, I can do $10 on or best offer. Um, the Hidden, I could do 5. That's from the makers of Nightmare on Elm Street. You're fine, Geiger. No issues. And Logan's Run. I'll do 10 on Logan's Run. And it kind of goes 20, 12, 12, 15. I'll do 10 on Logan's Run. I have X-Files VHS. I don't know if you consider those horror or not. I can go through those. Okay. Run Wicked. Okay, let me run the Wicked one. Okay. There's Wicked. Oop. Well, I've been running those in VHS. Oh man, I thought I changed it. Oh, I think I got it pretty much the same anyway. So, um, all right, something wicked this way comes. Thank you, Anchor. Appreciate that, Anchor. Now, where did I set my book? There it is. All right, let me change that back to $1. there. So I have the X-Files ones, Lizzie. I don't know if you consider those to be horror. It's more sci-fi to me, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Let me look in the bin to see what I have for, if I have anything horror. Hey, Double M. I just ran through the Laserdiscs. Well, these are not. These are mostly Elvis. I have a couple copies of Cruel Intentions. Oh, that's Cruel Intentions too. Mona. What the hell? Nothing that I would say is horror. So I'm going to say no to the horror. Like I said, I just got those X-Files. But I can run through the laser or the VHS real quick. And I look at them before I put them up. George Hamilton. Oh, that's closer. There's Zorro the Gay Blade. Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon election. A couple of Christmas movies. Here's National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. Miracle on 34th Street. I have a copy of What About Bob on VHS. Robin Williams, Billy Crystal, Father's Day. Copy of Sister Act. No, no Universal Monster movies. Sorry. It came from Planet VHS. I have Casablanca. Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman, While You're Sleeping. This one's a former rental. This is King of the Hill. VHS copy of Pretty Woman. Onward. Blues Brothers 2000. John Goodman. Here's the copy of the first Blues Brothers. Cruel Intentions. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Paul Newman, Nobody's Fool. This is a former video rental. Drowning Mona. Bette Midler and Danny DeVito. And Jamie Lee Curtis. A special edition version of Runaway Bride. Quigley Down Under, Tom Selleck. Drew Barrymore, Ever After, A Cinderella Story. Who's in this? Oh, Ethan Hawke, White Fang. Ryan O'Neal and John Hurt, Partners. Is a former video rental. Didn't run it? Oh, I didn't run it. All right. All right. Oh, I didn't forget. I forgot to return it. Yeah. Can you imagine the return on that one? Uma Thurman, Janine Garofalo, The Truth About Cats and Dogs. Cruel Intentions 2. Here, I'll throw in a copy of Cruel Intentions 1. Cruel Intentions 1 and 2. National Lampoon's Senior Trip. Kathy Bates, Dan Aykroyd, Unconditional Love. Julie Roberts, My Best Friend's Wedding. And only got a few more, and then I'll go into the next bin of Laserdiscs. And then after that, I've got DVDs and Blu-rays. This one is a sealed copy of the Ya Sisterhood. This one is sealed. Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo. Keanu Reeves, A Walk in the Clouds. Yeah. Mel Gibson's The Bounty. Newer version of Mutiny on the Bounty. Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, Sleepless in Seattle. Here's the VHS copy of Blazing Saddles. Tim Conway, Harvey Korman, Out the Great Outdoors. The comedy tape. Comedy skits in it. Raquel Welch, Bill Cosby, Mother Judson Speed. And let's see here. This is the great performances of Elvis, The Man and the Music. Great performance of Elvis, Center Stage. Elvis 56. This is a documentary. Um, the side. It's been a long time since I've seen a side. Check this one out here. The Velveteen Rabbit, as read by Meryl Streep. And Elvis Presley, Graceland, as hosted by Priscilla Presley. Kind of a tour of the mansion. And this is I'm considering this as a set. This is a Star Trek. This has got the original series, City on the Edge of Forever, Next Generation, Yesterday's Enterprise, Deep Space Nine, The Visitor, and Voyager Time. And again, this is a 4-tape VHS box set. That I will run for 5. I'm pretty sure I have that down here. So, there we go. You get 4 tapes in there. Each one contains a Star Trek episode. And that's it for the VHS tapes. I can get into the second box of lasers that weren't in the bin. Well, some might be in the bin, but not all. If that's where we want to go. Or I can start into the DVDs or Blu-rays. Probably finish off those laser discs. See where we go. grab those. Let's get back into the back area here. This one should be in the bin. Day the Earth Stood Still. I got $10 on that one. As a reminder, I do have a best offer on, so if you want to make a best offer or something. Johnny Winter Live. I have $5 on Johnny Winter. Let's see. Hudson Hawk. Hudson Hawk, I have $5 on. Zardos, that's in the buy it now. And I've got $12 on that. I'll come down to 10. I'll drop that down to an even 10. Someone wants it. I've got the first Cocoon. I think I've got $5 on this one. Yeah, I got $10 on the first Cocoon. Anyone's interested in the first Cocoon? Heaven's Gate. I think I got $5 on that one. Yep, $5. Got Beetle Bailey. That should be in here. Pretty sure. No, I think I have $20 on Beetle Bailey. Yeah, I think I got $20 in Beetle Bailey. Gone with the Wind. I think I had $5 in Gone with the Wind. Last Emperor. Believe I have $5 on the Last Emperor. Jason and the Argonauts. I have 15 on. American Bandstand with Dick Clark. I have $10. Linda Ronstadt. I've got $5 on Linda Ronstadt. Twinkle Square. I think I had that over here somewhere. I think I had 15 on this one. I think I lowered it down to 15. Star Trek 5, Undiscovered Country, $5. Holy cow. The Dark Crystal, the Collector's Edition letterbox, double disc. I have $30 on that one. What the heck is that? Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. I have 15 on Remo Williams. Alien Nation, I have $5 on. Joe versus the Volcano, that's in the bin for $5. Hunger. I have David Bowie's Hunger, $15. Pretty Baby, I've got $35 on. Let me see if I can lower that one. See if I can lower Pretty Baby. Oh, yep, some have one sold. Maybe lower this one down to 15. Change the category as well. So that one would be $15 if you wanted it. Rick Derringer is in the buy it now for 12. I could do 10. I could change that to 10. Change it to 10. Let's change that to 10. And change the 2001 and 2010. I have both of those in the buy it now for $8. So you get both of them for $8. I don't think I can go much lower than that. Especially for both. Angel Heart. I don't think I have this one over here. I could do 5 on Angel Heart. Oh, what was this one called? It was called Did I write it down? I had this was when I had this. I had a couple anime. The Hakenden Volume 4, Legend of the Dog Warriors. This is episode 7, Spirits. And this one, darn it. Oh, this one was called 38SX17. 38SX17. Nine eight SX17. Okay. Here we go. Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This is a Japanese anime. And let me look this one up again. see if any sold since the last time I looked at it. I don't think so. No. So I think I put this one down at $50. There were a couple asks on eBay for this particular one. One ask at $131 US, and another ask at $145 US. So I have it for 50. If anyone's interested in that for 50, I'm also going to throw in the Hekenden. So $50 in that one. I'm going to write that one down so I remember. So I'll forget. Star Trek 25th Anniversary Special. I think that's in the bin. Should be. I got $20 on that one, and that's in the bin. I've got a copy of Videodrome, which is in the bin. I've got 25 on that. I've got The Fly. Oh, here, let me move some of these out back into back into here. I've got a copy of The Fly and The Fly 2. I've got that set for $15 in the bin. American Werewolf in London. That should be in the bin. Now I'll find it. Holy batshit, Robin. Yeah, $10 on this one. That's in the bin. Walt Disney, The Black Hole for $35 in the bin. Barbarella. That's in the bin. That's 12. I'll lower that to 10. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. That's in the buy it now for 60? 70. I got that for 70. Let me see if there's been any movement on that in recent times. Let's see. Let's see what you can get this for on a buy it now. 65 at a buy it now, so I will lower that down to 60. So $60 on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here's that copy of Scanners, which is in the buy it now. For 20. Someone was asking about Scanners earlier. Harrison Ford, The Fugitive, the Japanese pressing. Let me double check in here. I don't believe the Obi is in here. Plastic things. Let's see. That's right. No, yeah, that's right. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Smells like Japan. Nope, no Obi. I didn't think there was one in there. I just wanted to double check. Now I know for sure. And I got that for 10 in the buy it now. And that is it for the Laserdiscs. I will move on to the DVDs. $15. What did I get that for? I got it for 20. Yeah, Anchor, I'll do 15 on the Star Trek special. There's the Star Trek special for you, Anchor. You're welcome, Anchor. There you go. Thank you, Anchor. If there's anything else you want me to try and make a deal on, just let me know. Worst I could say is no. The least I could say probably is a counter. Let's go into the DVD Blu-rays. All right. Let me move this over. Sorry about the shaky cam. Let's get the Blu-rays going. Here is a copy of this has got Blu-ray and DVD. This is Captain Underpants. Tra La La. I'm not going to tell you that the digital is included because I honestly don't know if we used them or not, um, or if they were used. The Secret Life of Pets. Oh, it wasn't over with yet. All right, let's get these down to 10 seconds. Boom. Secret Life of Pets. Fault in Our Stars. Magic Mike. Blu-ray. That's a season set. That's a season set. Lego Batman the movie. Former library copy of Captain Marvel. Son of the Batman animated. It has both the Blu-ray and the DVD included. Former library copy of, let me move these out of the way, Suicide Squad. This is both Blu-ray and digital, Blu-ray and DVD version of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days. Star Wars Solo Story. Has both the Blu-ray and the bonus disc. Former library. Muppets Most Wanted. Blu-ray and DVD included. The unnecessarily extended edition. Here's a sealed copy of Madagascar 3. The Eternals Blu-ray. Transformers Age of Extinction. Blu-ray and DVD copy inside. Dark of the Moon. Blu-ray and DVD included. That's it for the Blu-rays, at least in this box. I'll run those later when I do. These are a couple disc only. They do have cases, but this is a copy of Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. This is just a case, so it's only disc only. Wes Craven New Nightmare, disc only. It does come with a case, but it's just disc only. It doesn't come in like the Nightmare case. Elm Street 5 Dream Child. I've never heard of this one. I don't remember this movie. This is DVD only of The Little Mermaid. No actual case for it. This is a disc-only copy of Orphan. I think that's a horror movie. It's a widescreen edition. Disc-only collector. Morgan Freeman, Along Came a Spider. And I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Rick Moranis, Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. Some of these are going to be horror. This is Disturbed. Zombieland. Leprechaun Origins. D. Snyder, Strangeland. Probably could use a new case, but the disc is good. Hard Candy. Ellen Page. Antonio Banderas with that is empty. Never mind. After Dark Horror Fest Unrest. Um, Soul Survivors, The Killer Cut. The Motorcycle Diaries. I Eat Your Skin and Scared to Death. Super Bit Deluxe Edition of Snatch, 2 disc. A copy of MVP, Most Valuable Primate. After Dark Horror Fest Dark Ride. Well, that's not that. Copy of My Soul to Take. Antonio Banderas, Never Talk to Strangers. Um, From Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter. The Crooked Man. No, that's not the right disc. Dirty Dancing. Kirk Cameron's Fireproof. Samuel Jackson, John Cusack, 1408. And it still has the postcards inside sealed. Yeah, put that up on Macari. Kane, See No Evil. That's Kane from WWE. Watchmen, the motion comic. This could be under the kids stuff. Actually, that could be under kids. Put that under kids movie. Murder Mansion and How Awful About Alan. It's Flash Gordon, 3 episodes um, from the serial. Or 3 movies. I guess they're movies. Includes Deadline at Noon, Flash Gordon and the Planet of Death, and Flash Gordon and the Brain Machine. That was sealed. Fight Club. The Blue Collar Comedy Tour. The movie. Animal House Double Secret Probation Edition. Uh, Tom Green Road Trip. The Unofficial History of Harley Davidson Motorcycles. This is sealed. America's Greatest Motorcycle Rallies. And Hog Heaven River Run Wild. All right, let me move a couple things. All right. Sergeant Will Gardner. Rock Hudson's Doris Day Pillow Talk. Secret City, the Oak Ridge Story. The Beatles, Love Me Do, a documentary. Roy Orbison live at Austin City Limits. The Beatles, 1965 to present. Latter Day Nights. John Cusack, Better Off Dead. New York Doll, the movie. There Goes the Bride. Tommy Smothers. The Smothers Brothers. Mm. See if I can find out what this one is. This is a Japanese DVD. Mm. All right, this is a Japanese copy of The Host. Kelly's Heroes and the Dirty Dozen. Bruce Springsteen live in Barcelona. Aragorn, or Aragon, not Aragorn. Stevie Ray Vaughan live at El Mocambo. Wow. Meet Day with Eddie Murphy. Kids movies. I'll run some kids movies here in a second. Go through these. What's this one? The Gridiron Gang. Disc only. With The Rock. Kids movie. Here's Sherlock Holmes. 50 cases of Sherlock Holmes. It's a 2-disc set. Our Gang, or Little Rascals. Star Wars Trilogy bonus material. Electric Boogaloo. This is the documentary on Canon Films. This is sealed. PBS, The Superheroes, A Never-Ending Battle. Oh. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Pitch Perfect. The Patriot. Death at a Funeral. Martin Lawrence. Wedding Crashers, Uncorked Edition. Duck Dynasty, The Life of Cy. The Illusionist. The Three Amigos. The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, sealed. They're all kids movies. I'm gonna start doing kids movies. Kids movies. That's not. What's this? High School Musical 1 and 2. Another copy of Mamma Mia. Bridget Jones' Diary. Let's start with the first one. Whole 9 Yards with Bruce Willis. The Whole 10 Yards. Eight Mile. The Last Samurai. Exit Wounds. Steven Seagal, DMX. I'm going to run for another 15 minutes. Animal House, widescreen. Duck Commander. Blown Away, Tommy Lee Jones. Jeff Bridges. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Duck Dynasty Wedding Special. What Lies Beneath, Harrison Ford. Michelle Pfeiffer. Wild Wild West. Dirty Dancing. Oh. Uh, The BBC Undercover series or miniseries. Dangerous Minds sealed. Bringing Down the House sealed. Phantom of the Opera. American Wedding. We'll try and finish this. It's starting to fade away here. Notes on a Scandal, still sealed. Pay It Forward, Kevin Spacey. The Cubs 2016 World Series, sealed. It's a documentary. Two discs out of Pearl Harbor. Put that in the middle. Elizabeth, Golden Age. Elizabeth, the first movie. Muhammad Ali, sealed. Patriot Games, sealed. Dance It Off. Riverdance, sealed. John Q with Denzel Washington, sealed. Man on Fire. Schindler's List. All right, that's it for regular DVDs. Well, that's not it for that's it for tonight. Let's run a few. There's kids. Let's do some kid stuff. I'll try to keep them within the same type of genre or title. So, Santa Claus 1 and 2. Let's see. How about these two? Kind of similar. Next Avengers, The Heroes of Tomorrow, and Justice League War. Why can't I? Astro Boy and Garfield. Astro Boy in there? Well, Astro Boy is not in there. Garfield and Spooky Buddies. Tintin and the Missing Links. Casper and Superman. There's Ben 10 and Horton Hear the Who. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and Charlotte's Web. Most Valuable Primate, and Sticks and Stones. Surf's Up. Let me make sure this one's in here. And Shopkins. Mary Madagascar. And Bugs Bunny Cupid Capers sealed. Ah. Imagination Movers. And Curious George. Yeah, we got a couple more here. The Berenstein Bears and Aquamarine. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. All right. Yep. Thank you, Lunacy. Appreciate everyone who made purchases tonight. That's it for me. Let's see if we can do a quick raid into somewhere. See who's on. Let's see. I'll raid into Rick. 33 here. Yep. Next time, Lunacy. Take care. Have a good night, everybody.